This is a KGW News Special Edition.
Welcome to a special edition of KGW News. We begin tonight with controversy surrounding Newport's mayor. He's accused of posting homophobic and racist memes in a Facebook group, angering locals. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blair Best. On Saturday, more than 100 people protested outside City Hall, demanding Mayor Dean Sawyer resign. Thomas Schultz joins us now. And Thomas, what's the latest?
Blair, this all stems from reporting by Oregon Public Broadcasting showing racist memes Sawyer made in a private law enforcement Facebook group. The posts go all the way back to 2016, and now city councilors are joining residents' calls on Sawyer to resign.
I felt betrayed.
Newport City Councilor C.M. Hall joined more than 100 Newport residents outside City Hall Saturday, urging Mayor Dean Sawyer to resign.
He has to go. He just has to go. We can't let this stand.
Reporting from Oregon Public Broadcasting revealed Sawyer posted racist, sexist, and homophobic memes in a private law enforcement Facebook group for years.
When I saw the images, I was sickened and disgusted and hurt.
City officials sent us dozens of controversial Facebook posts Sawyer made.
What these memes did was, once again, target me, target people who look like me, target my LGBTQ friends, target my trans friends.
On the Facebook group homepage, it says you must show your law enforcement ID badge to be admitted into the group. The group has almost 40,000 members.
This is what's been going on in all of our communities.
Sawyer didn't respond to repeated interview requests, but he did tell OPB that the post, quote, don't reflect who I am and what I do on a daily basis. They were stupid. They were juvenile. But community members say Sawyer's response isn't good enough.
It's not an apology.
You can't continue to post and post and post in a so-called private 39,000 member Facebook group and not believe those posts.
In a statement, the Lincoln County Board of Commissioners say they were disturbed and saddened by the posts. Lincoln County Sheriff Curtis Landers wrote in a Facebook post, quote, the sheriff's office condemns any form of racism, homophobia, or discriminatory behavior. Newport Police Chief Jason Malloy wrote Sawyer's post, quote, do not reflect the views of the Newport Police Department. Sawyer was a Newport police officer for 30 years before being elected mayor in 2018.
We can't live under a mayor, our highest elected official in our community, who harbors these kinds of belief systems. I mean, this is who he is.
Now, city officials say they're tasked with restoring faith in local government.
We have to clean up his mess and we have to rebuild the public's trust.
There will be a meeting at 4 o'clock Monday afternoon for city councilors and residents to discuss the posts. Hall says she plans to urge Sawyer to resign. So far, she says he's been adamant that he will stay on as mayor. Blair?
Thomas, thank you. Well, in Portland's gun violence, police are investigating a deadly crash as well as a shooting. It happened last night by Southeast 102nd in Washington. Police say two cars crashed. A passenger in one of them died. One of the drivers was also shot at some point. It's not clear exactly how that happened, but police say they believe the shooting was not at the crash scene. No arrests so far, and anyone with information should contact Portland police. Well, now to an update on wildfires in Oregon. Evacuation orders remain surrounding the Boulder fire. It started yesterday southeast of Mount Hood near Boulder Lake Trailhead. The latest estimate puts it at about 100 acres. Nearby campgrounds and recreational areas were evacuated yesterday. The fire is burning in a heavily forested area and on steep slopes. The Tunnel 5 fire burning on the Washington side of the Columbia River in the gorge is now 65% contained. It's burned nearly 600 acres in the past week near White Salmon. As firefighters make progress, evacuation orders in the area have been downgraded. They're now at a level 1, which means people in the area should be ready to go if needed, but they don't need to leave just yet. Well, let's bring in meteorologist Joe Ranieri. And Joe, you're tracking fire weather conditions across the state here.
Yeah, we don't have the fire, any red flag warnings here in the metro area, but you travel east a little bit throughout parts of the Columbia River Gorge, and the red flag warning is going to be up. Talking more about that wildfire, Blair, that's burning near southeast of Mount Hood. You can kind of see that smoke and haze as we take a live look. This is looking south toward the Three Sisters area and the Mount Jefferson area throughout the Central Oregon Cascades. But the next couple of days throughout the mountains, a slight chance to see some thunderstorms develop late tonight and into tomorrow morning near Government Camp. And then heading into Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be sunny and warm with kind of breezy conditions at times tonight and into tomorrow. And that's why that fire danger is going to be pretty strong throughout parts of the Columbia River Gorge and near Mount Hood. The smoke and haze the next couple of days, again, this is showing the ground level will be really pushing off to the east side. So if you're going to be spending any time maybe throughout the east end of the Columbia River Gorge, that's where that smoke and haze will be here the next couple of days. Again, that red flag warning is in effect until tomorrow night. We also have a heat advisory through parts of Hermiston and throughout eastern Oregon. Daytime highs tomorrow could be approaching 100 degrees. I'll talk more about what we can expect to see here locally over the next few days in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thanks for that update. Well, to the Oregon coast now, where the U.S. Coast Guard had to rescue a stranded man this weekend. Officials say an 18-year-old got stuck on Proposal Rock near Neskowin Beach. A helicopter crew was able to reach him, and he has minor injuries. Crews also responded to a second person from the shore. They had reportedly gone into the water to try and help the man. Well, in national news, 9 people were shot in downtown Cleveland early this morning. Police say the shooter fired into a group and ran. They have not been caught and nobody was killed. Police have not identified a suspect but are offering a $5,000 reward.
Thank the Lord, no one died from last night's mass shooting. But it was a tragic and sad day nonetheless, and truly shows the massive gun problem we have, not just in Cleveland, not just in Ohio, but across this nation.
The victims are all between 23 and 28 years old. Police haven't released information yet on what may have prompted the shooting. Well, President Biden landed in Europe today, kicking off a 5-day trip. He's starting his visit in London, and the president plans to meet with King Charles III and will then head to the NATO summit in Lithuania. Mr. Biden's final stop is in Helsinki to celebrate Finland as the newest member of NATO. In Chicago, 1 person is dead and more than a dozen are hurt in a bus crash. A wrong-way driver slammed into the bus head-on this morning. 1 passenger on the bus died. The driver of the other car, as well as another passenger, are also in critical condition. Police don't have information yet on why the driver was going in the wrong direction.